What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and we were supposed to have a downtime update this morning for a 0.01 update for Battle Royale that was actually going to add some more content. We actually ended up getting an animated short earlier today, and we know one of the quest lines that are going to be releasing tomorrow morning. So in today's YouTube video, we'll be telling you everything you need to know about tomorrow's downtime update. This includes a new quest line where we'll be able to earn a free skin called the Cuddle Team Rider skin. We'll be talking about some new actual weapons that will be enabled in the game and more. So let's start it off by showing you that Cuddle Team Rider skin. This is related to the Winter Rush questline, which is a brand new summer road trip themed questline where you'll be able to play matches with a friend in both, creator made experiences and buy epic experiences, earning XP in order to unlock free rewards. So if you remember the thing where you and the other person had to both be in the match and you had to earn a certain amount of XP both in epic experiences and creator made ones, this is that exact same system in order to get the free rewards that will eventually unlock the entire Cuddle Team Rider set, including a pickaxe, a backbling, the skin itself, 2 sprays, an emoticon, and more. However, with these typical quest lines, something that we have noticed and a lot of things people have kind of realized with this pattern between Epic Games is that typically they usually end up having a free jam track that is early on you're able to actually obtain, and as of right now, we're not for sure what that jam track is going to be. So there's a lot of different areas for what a jam track could be, if it released through these quest lines. However, those are typically more for like the spring or summer version of these quests, so people are wondering, since it's a winter themed thing, called Winter Rush, are we going to be getting a unique jam track that is themed around Christmas at all? Or are they just going to scrap the jam track idea and, just kind of give us a cosmetic set and call it a day there? Regardless, once the quests go live tomorrow, it will actually be enabled until December 18th at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. It was technically supposed to go live today, but of course, due to the one-day update delay, that is what caused this to actually not end up releasing and not being visible in-game, despite the fact that the quests technically are enabled and technically are in your account. After that, though, it's time to actually talk about the main content update for Battle Royale, which, according to Epic Games employees over on social media, is the final major content update in terms of new items, new changes to the map, and everything else for the Simpsons mini-season. This means that Week 3 is the final week that is actually going to have massive changes for you guys, and then Week 4 is going to be mainly focused on the story and event build-up to lead us back into the Chapter 7 map and lead us back into the story with the Dark Presence, or whatever that weird shadowy figure actually was. I'm going to be honest here, I'm not too familiar with the Fortnite lore, but apparently the 7's coming back, so that's going to be something interesting to see. So let's go ahead and start breaking down certain parts of the trailer without showing the trailer itself, because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So right here we get to see a brand new set of dual revolvers or dual pistols. This is the kill switch revolvers from the Superman season, reworked to have a Simpsons mini-season aesthetic on it. You can see kind of like the cartoony effect going on with the actual design, and it works the same way. So whenever you're aimed in while jumping in the sky, you will get slow motion for a short amount of time as you're shooting whatever you're shooting at. So that's going to be a new cool weapon to actually see in this season. It's going to be interesting to see if it's going to be something you'll be able to find commonly, or if it's going to be a mythic only weapon. But I do think since it's kind of shown off as like one of the key parts of this trailer, it's not going to be anything too crazy where you're going to have to like scatter around the entire map to find only one of them, because in my opinion, even the kill switch revolvers when they were around, they weren't really that powerful. After that, we also have this right here, which is a floating donut. Now, I know this image is using an exploded version of the donut, but basically think about like the 0-point effects around a giant floating donut that kind of just hovers there. It doesn't really move or anything else, but when it is shot and destroyed, it will break free a horde of clone homers that you'll be able to actually fight in your match. They'll chase you around, they'll chase other people around, and I'm not for sure if they actually do anything except, do a little bit of combat damage, like punching you or whatever else here and there, but they are going to be enabled in this update, and they will kind of break free from these giant 0-pointified donuts. After that, we have this image right here. We can see a horde of the actual clone homers following Ned Flanders, but we also get to see the Springfield nuclear power plant being activated. You can see in the background we have a giant explosion going on. We have things floating in the sky, kind of being affected by the rift power and everything else, and then a ton of floating or not floating homers, but clone homers coming after Ned. So it does seem like the map is definitely getting a little bit more unstable on Springfield with all of these changes that they're actually doing, and it's going to be interesting to see how this leads into the live event and how that live event will actually revert us back to the normal map. And then after that, we do have a few more images. So if I go ahead and pop this one on screen right here, you can see that the actual explosion of the power plant has affected the actual lakes in the game and maybe all of the water sources. Whenever you touch these infected water sources, it is actually going to give you the blinky fish effect where you get 0-point dashes for around like 30 seconds. I think when you're still in the water, you'll be able to kind of have it permanently, but when you actually leave the water, it's either going to be a certain amount of uses, similar to like the Styx River where you had 3 uses, or it's going to be that normal blinky fish effect where it's going to last 30 seconds and then go away. Regardless, every single time you touch this infected water, it will re-give you that effect, so you can kind of just keep farming it up if you want to. Maybe if you want to just try glitching out the game or something by, you know, testing dash effects or something like that, you have an infinite source right now to go ahead and use it when the update comes out. And then on top of that, we have this image right here, which when you first look at it, you might not think too much of it. You're just like, okay, you know, it's Mo running forwards and we have Lisa holding something. But what exactly is Lisa holding, you may ask? Well, based on the actual files and something I found during the start of the season, these are low gravity tomatoes that you'll actually be able to harvest from this little area, and whenever you actually throw it down on someone, it's going to give them the low gravity effect. I'm not for sure if it actually gives them any health or anything, but it does guarantee 30 seconds of them being able to kind of have that low gravity jump effect that we've seen before, so it's pretty interesting to see how they're kind of infecting these tomatoes. Now in the files right now, they're kind of called question mark tomatoes or enhanced tomatoes, but as far as I can tell, you know, they're literally just a low gravity tomato. You know, there isn't really that much else to talk about. Some people said these were enabled at the start of the Simpsons season, so there was maybe a chance that you might have had these a little bit early, you know, to mess with a day or two before they were actually supposed to go live, but now they're officially going to be going live and you'll be able to kind of run around and throw these tomatoes at people. And of course, whenever you throw it at anyone, it's not going to damage them, it's just going to kind of give them that special effect and maybe heal them up a little bit, so you know, nothing too dangerous there. But that is the main majority of the content I'll be releasing tomorrow morning for the brand new Simpsons mini season, you know, 0.01 update. Let me know in the comments down below, are you excited for this update? What is your favorite part that you're actually going to be interested in, or do you just want to do the quest for the actual free skin? Keep in mind with that free skin that they're typically going to be doing it the same way that they've done it before, where not all of the quests are going to release at the same time. It's going to be a drip feed, so you're going to probably have to wait like 8 to 14 days before you're able to get all of the quests done and unlock the entire cosmetic set. Of course, you'll probably be able to get like 2 or 3 points on the first day, but after that, it is going to be slowly unlocking over time. And of course, you're not going to be able to really build up the quest, because if you have multiple undone, you know, complete XP matches with friends or whatever quests stacked up, it's only going to let you do 1 at a time. And then I think you have to go back to the lobby for the next quest actually to start progressing, so you know, it is a very limited release for the quest lines, but of course it's going to be interesting to see how they end up doing the free rewards. With that said, however, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with a showcase of any new skins if there really are anything, or just whatever else we can talk about with the new update when it comes out. Until then, peace out.